Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. This is seconds after Manchester United have just beaten Feyenoord 4-0 at home, and what can I say, it's a cracking performance. Obviously you had goals from Wayne Rooney, you had who else? There was Mata, there was an own goal by the keeper, and then obviously the flipping dabbing lord, Jesse Lingard. And it was a good performance. It was a very good performance. Best I've seen so far this season. I think one of the things that did change up for me was Henry Mickey T coming in. Obviously this week there's been a bit of the media been covering why Mkhitaryan isn't playing, and Jose doesn't like getting on the wrong side of the media, so he obviously did decide to start him, and gave him a chance to earn his spot in the team, and I think he 100% did that. He added a lot of attacking prowess, forward balls, brilliant play with Rooney at the start of the match, brilliant 1-2, couldn't quite get the goal. Did he deserve the goal? For me, yes, he did deserve the goal, but yeah, it didn't quite work out for him. Rooney's finish, there was things wrong with it. The ball may have gone out the pitch. In the build-up, Rooney may have been offside, he may have fouled someone, but in the end of the day, every team is going to have at least one or two of them goals a season, and if United comes in the Europa League, then that's good. United needs to be taking this Europa League seriously. It's an easy way to get into that Champions League where they deserve to be, a team of that calibre. With now Ibrahimovic signing another year's contract, you'd still have Pogba, you're still going to have Mickey T, you're still going to have Rooney. World-class players don't deserve to be playing in the Europa League, and I could see that today when the team puts their mind to it, they're going to play really well, and I think they definitely got it in there if Jose keeps the team well, to do well. Whether the top four is going to be there, it's a push, because there's now Tottenham are back there who are up with the top, and Liverpool back with the top. There's now 6 top teams who all deserve to be in the Champions League. I mean, Spurs are out of the Champions League. Was the group hard for them? I don't know, but yeah, going back to the United performance, the Mata goal, I could see Mata coming. Mata for me is he's the best player at United at the moment for me. Every game he plays, he adds loads of attacking options. He makes runs. He's offside a lot, but that's a good thing. Obviously not a good thing because he's trying to create more opportunities if he wasn't offside, but it's good to know that he actually is creating opportunities. And for me, he's one of the most underrated midfielders in the Premier League. I think I'm not going to go into FIFA rating because FIFA is not an accurate representation of a player for me. Mata for me plays well, and I think he could be classed up there, one of the top midfielders form-wise at the moment. Then you had the own goal, Ibrahimovic. I find this kind of entertaining. He was pretty much dead on the byline, tried to curl it round the edge for a play. I think it was Mkhitaryan or Mata, one of the two, or one of the attacking players. It definitely wasn't Pogba, but it was either Rooney, Mkhitaryan, or Mata. I'm going to go Mkhitaryan. He was at the far post. Tried to curl it round. Poor Brad Jones obviously was at Derby for a while, was at Liverpool for a while with Dirk Kuyt, but not quite the same era. Dirk Kuyt left a little before Brad Jones made his one appearance against Manchester United and conceded 3 goals. But he's restarted his career at Feyenoord, top of the Eredivisie. It's a tough opponent, but Ibrahimovic made easy work of that, and Jones did score the own goal. And then the last goal, Jesse Lingard comes on. And for me, players like Rashford, Memphis, and even Lingard as well don't really deserve I don't think they should be in that starting 11, because I can see they're going to be good bursts of energy for the last 20-30 minutes of a game. I didn't see Rashford in the 70th or 80th minute doing bits when he started at the start of the match, and I think the formation they're playing at the moment has been the game changer actually. Jose Mourinho is playing a 4-1-4-1, with Carrick just behind the midfield four. So when they're attacking, they're having the 5 players, which today were Mkhitaryan, Rooney, Pogba, Mata and Ibrahimovic, that can all kind of float around that area and a very free roam as long as they're all there. And then when they're defending, you always have Michael Carrick who's sitting back. So if one of the defenders does push forward a little bit, he sits there for this back 4, allows the defender to get back, and they can defend with a back 5, which is what I think United need to be doing right now, because they don't have the world-class centre-back at the moment to push up to have 4 at the back. They need someone there to cover. Phil Jones has been playing well for me since he's come back from injury. I'm very impressed. Blint's always been someone for me sceptical. He does the job, but I'm not going to say I'm a great fan of him. Luke Shaw, for me, I don't see why the media are very sceptical of him. Him and Chris Smalling, obviously Jose Mourinho has criticised his players for having confidence to play if they just got a small niggle. And obviously Luke Shaw's only just come back from a double leg break. Took him out for 6-7 months last season. And I don't want him getting injured again because we don't really have anyone else to play there. Last season we were playing Cameron Borthwick-Jackson, who is on loan to Wolves, I believe. Not sure if we recalled him or not because of first team football. I don't think we have, but correct me if I'm wrong with that. And obviously at the right back we have Valencia, who is, again, for me, a very underrated player in the Premier League. I think he does his job very well. He's good going forward if we need him to. He's good going. He's good enough defensively. Romero in goal as well today. He did the job for me. Made a massive save. There was a bit of a defensive slip up. I think it was Dirk Kuyt had the shot. He literally had to stick a boot out and just hope and pray it got saved, and it did. And I'm not sure if that had gone in, that United would have the confidence to go and score 1, 2, 3 and 4 goals. Because I think they do lack that confidence still. And if they do get a run of games, I think the confidence will come back eventually. But not just yet. I don't think it's quite there. The confidence for me is still just flat. I'm worried that if they're going up at the moment. Their form is going kind of up. But I don't want them to flatline. At the moment, they were going down. Ever since they've had a few good performances, Matt has been saving the day. But I don't want them to flatline, and I want them to keep going up. Now, something else I want to quickly talk about is the something I saw about in the media the other day. I was looking online about articles around Manchester United. And Jose Mourinho was claiming that they're not only the most unlucky team in the Premier League. Let me just quickly touch on that. They're not the most unlucky team in the Premier League. Okay, they've had a few slip-ups, 3 home draws in the Premier League. But whose fault is that? The players have to take some responsibility, and so does the manager. He had touchline ban, he had stadium ban. Luckily, he escaped the stadium ban, but he had a touchline ban. His behaviour has to improve. You can see every time there's a decision that doesn't go his way, he's going AWOL. And I know that's Jose Mourinho, and there's nothing you can do to stop that. But I'm hoping that he can control himself. And he's claimed they're the unluckiest team. For me, again, obviously referring back to the Feyenoord match, Ibrahimovic again is just so close. He has so many opportunities that are close. Obviously, didn't score that goal, but he did set it up for himself for Jones to and put it into his own net. But is it the fact that Ibrahimovic is not taking his chances? He's taking his chances, but sometimes he doesn't do the simple thing right. There was a moment in the match today where he did 2 successive bicycle kicks trying to keep the ball in play, and he could have just headed it back into the box, but he goes for fancy things. And that's the type of player he is. Still got that athleticism, so it probably did make sense him signing another year's contract. But the last thing I want to touch on before I end this up is Jose Mourinho a couple of days ago stated maybe the fans are expecting too much. And me personally, I'm a very down-to-earth Manchester United fan. I predicted them second in the Premier League purely based on players. Now, for me, I can see United going down 2 routes. They're going to be another Liverpool where they could be another Liverpool, but I don't see it because Liverpool for the past probably 7-8 years. Let's just say in the last 10 years. They obviously haven't won the Premier League trophy and more longer than that, but we'll take the last 10 years. Liverpool haven't had the side to do so. They had Torres, they had Suarez, they've had Gerrard. They've had good individuals. And obviously, I think it 2012-13, was it that season or was it the 13-14 season? Ooh, I think it was, I'm going to go 13-14. Yeah, because Sir Alex won in his last season. So, yeah, 13-14. They were second. They were so close and they didn't quite get it. Obviously, because Steven Gerrard, can't kick a ball 7 yards. He played through Denver Bar. Steven Gerrard. But we're not going to go into that. Now, I see United's problem a little more like an Arsenal type of problem they've had for the past 10 years. They've definitely, Arsene Wenger hasn't really had a problem with it. He's been building a team, which you can now see because they are getting very good results. And I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I will say they've been playing well, yeah. He's brought in the players over the years. He's had demand for, ever since Van Persie left, to get a striker. Every transfer window, his fans, the media, the journalists been telling Arsene Wenger to get a striker. And he did bring in Danny Welbeck, got smashed with an injury. And again, they asked him to bring in another striker. And this year he brought in Lucas Perez, didn't use him in a striker, and now uses Alexis Sanchez, and doesn't always listen to his fans. And I can see Jose Mourinho being the same. The team we were asking his fans for a striker. He brought in Ibrahimovic. Everyone was like, yes. But is Ibrahimovic an investment for the future? Are any of the players he brought in investment for future? No. Mkhitaryan, for me, he's a now player. Pogba, now player. Who else was there? There was Bailey, a now player. And there was obviously Ibrahimovic, a now player. He didn't bring any players in that are going to help the team a few years back, which is what Louis van Gaal did. He brought in, he introduced Rashford, he got Martial, he got Herrera, slightly younger players who are going to help the team in future years. And which is why I'm wondering, is Jose Mourinho in this job for the long haul? Is he going to stay 3 or 4 years, or is he going to go another 10 years? I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, are fans expecting too much from the team? No, we were right to expect to be challenging for the Premier League and doing well in the Europa League and doing well in the Cups because that's what the team is doing. But the team's full of individuals; they need to work as a team, and I kind of started seeing that today actually, which is really good. I want to see that. But again, they're still just very hit and miss. Are they going to do well? Are they not? I don't know. But all I can do is base on that performance for this analysis. And that performance is a lot better than the 1-1 draw with Arsenal. Obviously, Feyenoord are only in the Dutch League. Top of the Dutch League. But is the Dutch League anywhere near the competition and level of play that the Premier League is in? No. No matter who you ask, the Premier League is one of the toughest leagues, if not the toughest league to play in. And could be why Manchester United is struggling. Other teams are always improving. And you can't take a game not seriously. Obviously, you can take a game against Burnley not seriously. They can sit back, play a 4-4-2, have 8 men in a 2 chains of 4 defending. You're going to find it very hard to find a gap. And you're going to draw 0-0 at home. But, yeah, I think that's going to be it for this analysis. Obviously, Manchester United 4, Feyenoord 0. Great performance. See you guys in the next match analysis next time. Goodbye.